I've been wearing a lot of yellow and using that as kind of like an Easter egg, I suppose, for this Positive Spin chapter, and just bringing people into that like happy, sunshiny world.
On the nails.
Yes, it's on the nails, it's on the ears, it's everywhere you look. Hi, I'm Gretta Ray and I am here with Happy Mag to talk about my sophomore album, Positive Spin.
I am keen to talk about the branding, but are you a designer?
No, I just care about this stuff a lot. And it's really funny, the name of the font is Lemon Smash.
Nice.
Which, like, just considering everything that I've been doing in terms of just like the lemon theme, was just a coincidence. So a wonderful one.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Tell us about the process.
I wrote Positive Spin essentially over 3 years, really. When I was traveling, I was writing in LA and London and a little bit in Nashville as well. But I pretty much started writing for another album at the beginning of 2020. So I was in London thinking I was going to live there for a while. That didn't happen because the pandemic happened instead. The first song for the album that I wrote, that is like the oldest song on the track list, was written in that time, early 2020. And then the last song that I wrote for it was in October last year.
Now, I saw Gab's name on, and you know, what a weapon,
yeah.
Right? And it looks like that relationship goes back a while, and he's obviously a fellow Melbourneian. Tell me about Gab.
Gab,
yeah.
Whoa, great question. Tell me about Gab. Yeah, so Gabstrom produced a lot of Positive Spin, and Gab and I have been friends and collaborators since we were both teenagers, since we were about 18. I was a fan of Gab's artist project, Japanese Wallpaper. I feel like I've told this story a lot, but it's just always a joy to tell that we met on SoundCloud, because I feel like that feels really hilarious now. But I reached out as a fan and said something really lame, like, how do you balance music and school? And then that's how we met. Then I was in his band for a bit, and now he plays in my band. And during the lockdown period in 2020 was when we started writing together for the first time, and we just got into a really good rhythm. He would send me instrumental loops, I would top line, I would record vocals at home and bounce them to him, and then we would produce it kind of over Zoom and audio movers together. So that was kind of how our collaborative process started. I just knew that Gab was going to be the person to kind of bring everything together. When you work with a producer for long enough, they find a really comfortable kind of vocal chain for you that just really amplifies like the best parts of your voice, and it's kind of hard to explain, but I really feel like Gab just knows exactly how my vocal needs to sound.
Oh no, I get it. So there's a Gretta vocal chain.
Oh, there is now. Yes, for sure. The first music video, the first official music video for the Positive Spin campaign was based off of the film Grease. I kind of wanted to use the whole universe of Grease as like a source of inspiration for Heartbreak Baby, due to the fact that that song is very much about like a post-breakup or post-heartbreak glow-up. I was like, I have to think bold, I have to think bigger. What's like the most iconic glow up in pop culture? And I was like, oh, of course, it's Sandy and Grease.
I asked you if you were a designer, because it definitely felt like you were heavily involved in the picking of things.
Over the years, aesthetic has become increasingly important to me in my artist project. I feel like when I first got into this industry, it was just me and the songs back then, really. And then the more that you're in that world, the more time you spend dedicating yourself to the craft that you're making, the more you really want to amplify every detail of it and make it a whole universe. And I feel like this is the first time that I've just really heavily committed to doing that. So, Positive Spin, my second album, is out on the 18th of August, and I'm going on tour in September as well, across Australia, and I have called my tour The Big Pop Show. I went on tour with Gang of Youths last year and constantly referred to their show as The Big Rock Show, so this is kind of a callback to that time last year. But yeah, The Big Pop Show, they are the biggest venues that I've headlined so far, and I'm just really excited to play these new songs for everyone, so please do come along, and I hope that you like the album.
Well, thanks for visiting us at Happy.
Thank you for having me and caring about things like production. I really appreciate it.
Oh man, yeah, it's my life for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I do it. Thanks, Gretta.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.